On est allé frapper à la porte de la voisine du chantier de PHI Contemporain. Et pas n'importe quelle voisine, la légendaire Phyllis 𝗵𝗵𝘆𝗹𝗶. Architecte et philanthrope, elle est entre autres la fondatrice du Centre canadien d'architecture et était conseillère sur le jury du concours international d'architecture de PHI Contemporain. La personne idéale donc pour parler requalification du patrimoine et architecture contemporaine.
You have a lot of cutting to do.
You know, one of the most interesting things about the site, and one that, I think is echoed in the projects, was the idea that it's not definitive as a particular time and place. What's definitive is the way in which it's evolved through the years.
What I love about it is instead of taking down the wall and putting up a new wall, they take the old wall, which is thick stone and rough, and they clap on whatever. So that's the same thing with yes.
But in a way, what we had to do was find not only the great project, but also the great partners.
Have you seen the project that the same architect did?
In Sectarium?
Yeah, in Sectarium. You're not aware of the architect, you're aware of the fact that there are butterflies flying around. And it's not a self-conscious piece of architecture. And I think this is what's going to happen here too.
It was truly a contemporary project because in a way, for that reason, it didn't announce itself. But
it's no longer a structurist project. It's a social.
And the architecture then of the CCA, would you say it was exemplary of the type of, let's say, heritage transformation work that you were promoting?
I didn't want to do a contemporary glass and steel building. I was by then deeply involved in studying the history of Montreal grey stone buildings.
Yeah.
I wanted to show people how wonderful the city was. The idea of the CCA was to make people conscious of the possibilities and for them, to people themselves, to militate for good buildings, for good gardens, the whole city. I mean, it was never, the building to me was never the thing, it was the building as part of the city. Mm-hmm. And I find it absolutely fascinating. So glad to see this whole area live again. Phoebe is great, okay? And what she was doing before in Rue Saint-Jean, Rue Saint-Pierre was great. And this area needed some pickup, It needed another life. And this brings the neighborhood really back to a major neighborhood in the city. Because you could be a neighborhood with all the buildings there and all the history of it, but if it doesn't have a presence, nobody cares.